Today I'm gonna do something ridiculously overpowered for Deku. Yes, you just all of you may have one guess what it is. Hold on, guys, I forgot to do something. Sorry. If Deku had Malim Nava, aka Malim, the demon lord of catastrophe. And how can I start it off? This time I think I won't add because will not add additional characters in there. This is what if Deku had Malim Nava's power. Uh, when Deku was born, he didn't have green hair. He has pink hair, and yes, he's a male. I am not changing it to female because I am tired of seeing females. And don't ask me why, guys. Sorry, hold on, guys. And and Deku would be born to Inko and Hashash. Deku's original father from Canon, who went overseas to get the milk, and never came back. When Deku was 4, he had a little bit of personality of Malim, like the little bit of explosion and such. Yeah. When Deku was 4, he could basically fly. He could basically fly with dragon wings on his back. And Inko decided to take, Izuku to the quirk doctor to check what his quirk is. When they see that Deku has a pair of wings on his back and he could retract them in, they just come to the conclusion that Deku has a flying type quirk. And they also see that Deku has a little bit of flame. And if all of you don't know Malim Nawa's power, I will tell you. I'll little bit explain it into details. Malim have a skill called Dragonic Nova, which obliterate characters if you guys hadn't seen the anime. Yeah. And I'll tell you all about the skills and such. When Deku goes to school when he was 4, he told everyone that he had a wing dragon type quirk, which allowed him to use his wings and fire. But Deku doesn't know that all he could do. When Inko and Deku decided to go out for some lunch, Deku and his mother were actually trying to get Mug, and Deku seeing that someone is trying to rob his mother, decided to hold on. Let me see which skill he would actually use on this dude. He would actually awaken more powers when he gets bigger. So when someone literally tries to rob his mother, his eye would turn sky blue. His hair would basically be like literally right. His hair would start to rise in a way that only Malim would have done. Deku would punch this man so hard, he sent him through 10 buildings. Yes, you heard me right. That man is actually still alive. I don't know how, but I'm not going into any details. And you guys know all of the ability of Malim. If you haven't, just please search it up because I am tired. And Deku would go seeing what Deku done. Tell him not to use his quirk in public anymore. But in this case, it was self-defense, so Deku was off the hook. Inko took his bag and decided to go, but everything would be still happening in canon because they would say that that's a lame quirk and since that dragon, which they don't even know what Deku true quirk is. Up to the day of middle school, he would basically be calm like Rimuru, but have a little bit of side personality as Malim. When they were in their last year of middle school, everyone would start using their, and the same thing will happen in canon. The teacher would come in and saying that all of them want to become hero and such, which which Bakugo will simply do the same thing as in canon, telling everyone that they're extras and whatnot. But when they heard that Deku wants to become a hero, Bakugo was literally pissed. He literally tried to go over there and explode him, but Deku used. Hold on, guys. Let me see what power he has now. I had to look up what that power he would gain, since he was 5. He was literally being bullied, and he developed more skills. He developed teleportation and more, which I'm gonna tell you guys here now. Hold on. And Deku would learn spatial travel, where he could travel anywhere where he has been or hasn't been yet. But as long as he has a clear picture in his head where he wants to go, he can teleport, go there at will. And he has more, but I rather not. But all I can say that when Bakugo exploded this, he just teleport behind him and throw him outside the window. Yes, Deku is literally that strong again. And I will explain. When Deku was being bullied, and while everybody was wasting their time, Deku was training as hell. He literally tried to move a car by himself. Yes, at night when no one was looking, he's just training with the car and building. And I will literally explain the whole thing. And when Deku was this time, Deku wouldn't be meeting the sludge villain, meaning that All Might would probably catch the sludge villain and disappear. For Deku, 10 months of training, what can I say? Deku went to the mountains and he basically picked up a mountain and trained with it. News helicopter and such will be seeing that a young boy literally lift up a mountain by himself, and he's 14. Tell me, how you think the world would react to that? Shocking, yes. Even I'm still shocked about creating this thing. And Deku would basically being drawn a lot of attentions, and Deku wouldn't want that, so Deku just, use special travel and go somewhere else, which is Mother. And the 10 months would be over, where Deku got a lot of skills. I'll tell you, he got Dragon Nova and Dragon Buster. The only time he used them is like in really critical situation, like All For One and such. But you'll find out what happened to All For One. When Deku walked into the entrance exam, Deku would get half the score, the same score that he got in canon from the written exam. But this is for meeting Uchaku. I know he's not gonna meet Uchaku yet. And for Ida would do the same thing, and he would call out Izuku, saying that why is he whistling, that he should just stop the noise. Yeah. Deku would basically say, just shut up and just listen to President Mike, because you're the one who's interrupting. You'd basically have that vibe that tells everyone if you mess with him, you die. Yeah, that type of vibes. Which, when Ida feels the vibe, Ida just sit down and just don't look at him. Deku would proceed to walk, collect the ticket, and find out which block he's in. And Deku would simply go in there, seeing a girl nervous, where Ida wouldn't even want to touch Izuku, because I told you, the aura around him is like a beast. I don't even know how to describe Milim. Deku would see the girl, tell her to do her best on the entrance exam, where Deku just simply flies over it. Everyone would say that kid is cheating and such, and President Mike would tell them that boy is not cheating, he is doing the right thing, saying that heroes don't have to wait for time to fight. Deku literally just used one skill and annihilated that thing. Before anyone enters, Deku used Dragonic Buster by an accident, by accidentally sneezing, which blows up everything. When everyone sees this, even the ones who are in the conference room watching everything, seeing that Izuku literally just wipe out everything with just one sneeze, they would. Sorry, hold on. Deku would basically be at first place. No one would, not even match him, and no one would be able to comprehend the power that he has. And I don't think I will. No, I don't want to give him any more powers because he's basically too broken at this point. Deku would proceed to go home, where Aizawa and Nezu stopped him before he reached home, asking him what his quirk is. And Deku would say that his power is Dragon, which they say that that's impossible because they have a pro hero that Dragon quirk, but they doesn't seem Deku would say that his Dragon quirk is different, and they would basically let Izuku in because he got 100 on everything. Not 100 on the written exam, but you get what I mean on the physical. When Deku waits 1 week for the letter saying that he got in and break all my record, and he would hold a grudge against Bakugo for bullying him for all those years, but Deku would just ignore him when he sees him. And Deku walks into UA, the copy boy, the copy person, Monoma also try to make fun of Izuku, where Deku is literally pissed. Deku got pissed off on the first day, and you know how all that went. Deku would use one thing on him, and one thing only. And Deku would be basically pissed, and Deku would use milim kick in his face. Yeah. We don't talk about Monoma anymore, because he is out of commission for a long time. And I don't really like him, so I just let him just be knocked out. Which all the teacher would say that tell the kids not to mess with him, or else they will be ending in a hospital or such. Yeah. When Deku walks in, he would see Bakugo putting his foot on the desk, seeing Ida as well. And when Deku walks in, Bakugo would say, how the hell a useless person like you would make it in here? Deku wouldn't answer him, he would just walk by. Bakugo would send Bakugo ready to charge Izuku the explosion. And when Aiza wakes up, he sees what's about to happen, and he literally says that this in his mind, oh no, that kid's going to die. Where Aizawa just simply takes cover in his sleeping bag, and Bakugo literally hit Deku right in the face with an explosion, where Deku would literally be livid. And Aizawa would simply call recovery girl, telling that we have another one. Izuku literally sends the boy flying with one fist through not 5 buildings. He would punch him through 4, which Bakugo would have a body print in it. And the teacher did told the student not to mess with this boy in the intercoms, and the message that they all got, cause yeah, he sneezes and he blows everything away. And Deku wouldn't be in any trouble for this. He would be in self-defense, but they still scolded him a little.
and Deku would literally cry and ready to punch Izu, you know, Bakugo again. Which the only thing they used to stop him was pudding. That's the only thing they used to calm him down was pudding. For the test that Aizawa is about to give, he says that Deku is forbidden from taking part in the test. Which Deku would ask why, and he says that you'll break everything. Which everyone is not wrong, but some of them will say make him participate, which Aizawa had no choice but to let him participate within the within the test. Which for the ball throw, Deku got infinite. For the grip strength, infinite. You know, for everything he got infinite, and he basically got first place. And let's just say when Bakugo's turn to come up, Bakugo would do a little bit well, but not well enough. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off, right? Sorry guys, and that's where I'm gonna leave it off. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and my my only goal is to reach 1,000 by the end of this year, and I would very much appreciate it if you guys help support me along the way, cause I will soon use a different device, not this one anymore. I'll be using my laptop for posting some videos, not on this channel but a new one. So please subscribe to this channel, and I'll let you know guys know when I reach 1,000. I'm gonna drop a special video for all of you. And yeah, that's bye guys.